Alright, no joke. Every time I think about Clint Eastwood directing a film, I always have this vision in my head. Action. Cut. That was good, Bradley. Almost. Too good. American Sniper is directed by Clint Eastwood and stars Bradley Cooper and Sienna Miller. The film itself is based on the life and times of famous US sniper Chris Kyle, who was once regarded as one of the most deadliest snipers in US history. Now, unfortunately, Chris Kyle was tragically shot and killed 2 years ago at a firing range, but his legacy has left quite a lasting impression. Now, a few years before his death, Chris Kyle published and wrote a book also entitled American Sniper. Enter actor Bradley Cooper, who then bought the rights to the book to make into a feature film. Now, putting aside all the Oscar hype around this movie and the countless nominations that it had, we've got Bradley Cooper up for a nomination, we've got Clint Eastwood up for a nomination. I'm taking all that out of the picture and just focusing on it as a movie itself. And with that being said, how does American Sniper hold up? It's probably one of the most intense and well-written and well-acted and well-directed films I've seen in a long, long time. When the film does begin, it does seem very overly patriotic at first, but when it delves and gets into the main storyline and into the nitty-gritty parts, you see that a lifestyle like this is not glamorous at all. The film's main approach is to show the seedy underbelly of taking up a job like this. The film also demonstrates Chris Kyle's struggles with post-traumatic stress disorder and the struggles within his family. Take, for example, the relationship he has with his wife in the film. Now, your wife is someone whom you share your life with. You share your deepest, darkest secrets with her. From what we see of Chris Kyle in the film, he gives nothing away to her, and it seems as though he's at his best when he goes back on tour. So pretty much going back into war is his coping mechanism. Now, there's been a lot of hype surrounding Bradley Cooper's amazing performance in this film, and I have to agree, this is probably one of, if not the best performance of his entire career. Now, before I watched American Sniper, I went on YouTube and had a look at some interviews of Chris Kyle himself to see what he was like as a person, what his characteristics were like. And then I watched American Sniper, and Bradley Cooper nailed it. Absolutely fucking nailed it. Not only does Bradley Cooper embody Chris Kyle from a character standpoint and a mental standpoint, but a physical standpoint. Usually Bradley Cooper's very lean looking, you know, tall, lanky, but the dude is a fucking beefcake in this film. He looks like a military man. And he's even got that fat footballer's neck, you know, the one like... So props to him, he deserves that Oscar nomination. Sienna Miller's performance is absolutely fantastic too, playing Chris Kyle's wife in the film. She is a struggling mother of two who doesn't know what to do with herself anymore because her husband won't open up to her, and he's constantly away on tour. And the chemistry between Cooper and Miller was just natural. They felt like husband and wife. Now, acting aside, the color palette in the film is dark and gritty, and it gives you a real insight as to what it was probably really like out there for Chris Kyle. Now, usually with films based on someone's life or based on a true story, it's very slow to set up. But in this film, the pacing is done just right. We see the important parts in Chris Kyle's life when he gets married, when he first joins the SEALs, and it doesn't leave any stone unturned, but it addresses it all, but not in a boring way that it drags on. It sets everything up and then it gets straight into the good stuff. The cinematography is absolutely amazing. You feel like you're there right in the action with Chris Kyle and his men. In my personal opinion, that's how all war-based movies should be like. You need to feel like you are there. The only other film that I know that has done that is Saving Private Ryan. Guys, I gotta say, this movie is so confronting yet truthful at the same time, as it shows what these poor soldiers endure and have to go through, not just from a mental standpoint, but a physical standpoint. I can't begin to imagine what demons these poor guys must bring home from being on tour. Like I said, this movie is very confronting, and there are some scenes in the film that will make you go, Jesus Christ, oh, fuck. Alright. But to me, that is what I want. I want a movie like that to have a big impact on me. And it did. Guys, 2015 was a shitty start for movies with me, even though I've only done one movie review, and that was Dumb and Dumber 2, and that was crap. Yes, this movie is not for everyone, but I recommend that you check it out, guys. I'm definitely gonna buy this one on Blu-ray. It just shows the truths about what happens when you come back from war. Guys, I'm gonna give American Sniper my highest recommendation with 5 geeks out of 5. So if you guys have seen American Sniper, please leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Did you think Bradley Cooper did Chris Kyle justice? As always, thanks very much for your continuing support, guys. And until next time, geeks, always remember, cosplayers do it best.